If I do not want to, um, argue too much about the valuations with this nightclub owner, can we just list it as at whatever price he desires, and let the potential buyers to drive the final pricing?
Not wanting to do a valuation or argue about value and just listing a business for what the seller wants. You can certainly do that. It's just not a good use of your time. You will end up processing a lot of NDAs and talking to a lot of buyers who ultimately are, and that's assuming they even inquire about the business from the get-go, because depending on his financials, what his gross and what his seller's discretionary earnings are, if you don't put those in the marketing system, then a lot of buyers are just not even going to see the listing, and so you're not going to have as many buyers as you normally would, because business sales are typically confidential, so you don't broadcast the name of the business. What you're typically advertising is the description of the business in non-identifiable terms. So you have a description, a location, maybe some of the key highlights of the business, and the revenue, gross revenue and earnings. And that's what buyers are looking for. They want to know what the gross and what the net is that they can expect to generate from the business. So that's basically what it comes down to. But you can always list a business and put it out in the market. It's just not a good use of time. If you look at the statistics in BizBuySell, they have what they call their insight report down at the bottom. There's a link to it down at the very bottom of BizBuySell. If you go out into their site and look at that insight report, what you'll find is that in any given quarter, they'll have maybe 30 to 40,000 or more businesses listed for sale. But then you switch over to how many actually sell, and they've got like 2,500, 2,600. So you're looking at 6 or 7% of the businesses that actually sell, largely due to what you're asking about, which is people just putting stuff into the system based on what the seller wants. And what the seller wants has absolutely nothing to do with what the value is of the business.
Thank you. And who will be able to help me with the valuation?
First of all, if you're going to be doing business sales within EXP, you need a business broker addendum to your independent contractor agreement. So the first thing you need to do is send an email to businessbrokering@expcommercial.com and let them know you want to get into business brokerage. Then they're going to have you join the IBBA. They're going to have you take some courses, and they'll connect you with a mentor. So your mentor is going to help you with the valuation. What state are you in?
Georgia.
Georgia? Okay. You might, I have some mentees in Georgia. You also might end up working with Leah Parker. She's up the Carolinas. There's not a mentor, a business broker mentor, at least. EXP doesn't have a business broker mentor in every state, but it doesn't really matter. You can learn what you need to learn, and your mentor can help you through it, regardless of what state they're in.
So where do we list, just curious, where do we list this business for sale?
Well, you would need to get an account on BizBuySell, BizBen, Business Brokers, businessesforsale.com, businessbroker.net. There's a few others.
Got it.
So getting into business brokerage is not an inexpensive, it's not a huge investment, but you're going to need to invest in some tools, because commercial tools do not work for business brokerage. Okay, we have no use business brokerage, we don't really care about CoStar. So all this stuff coming and CoStar's coming to EXP, yay, but I really don't care because I sell real estate. I think I've been selling businesses for 18 years and I've sold real estate 3 or 4 times with it. I've done a few leases. But in general, my focus is business. So,
Good.
CoStar is just an added expense for me. That's all it is. But for some people that are focused on real estate, on commercial real estate, it's a great tool, right? But the tools you need for business brokerage are very different, and CoStar is not going to help you with that.
Can we hire a CPA firm who is kind of specialized with valuations to do the valuation for us?
You can, sure. You can hire a valuation firm.
Does EXP allow us to do both? To do?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
If
okay,
you're
because
with
it seems
EXP
like
commercial, you can do everything. You can with EXP. If your license is with EXP commercial, you can sell commercial. You can sell businesses as long as you have your business broker addendum to your ICA, and you can sell residential. You're just
okay.
not a board. You're just not a member of the board of realtors because EXP commercial is not. But you can sell it all.